Hello, students and teachers. Susie here. I'm going to tell you something that you probably didn't know. By middle school, 90% of kids have been bullied. 90%. If you're watching this in your classroom right now, look around. Whether you knew it or not, almost everybody around you has been bullied. And I'll tell you something else you didn't know. I was bullied. A lot. There were a lot of kids in my school who would make fun of me and other kids because they thought it was cool and they thought it was going to make them popular. You want to know something? It didn't. Bullying is actually the most uncool thing that you can do. The only way you can really fight bullying is by talking about it. I have 7 secrets that I'm going to share with you about bullying. These are secrets that bullies don't know or don't want you to know. Secret number 1. People who bully and pick on other people usually have low self-esteem. Yes, even the popular kids can feel really bad about themselves. The difference is they're not brave enough to deal with the things that they don't like about themselves. So they try to make the people around them feel bad and hurt the way that they secretly do. They aren't trying to hurt you, they're just trying to make themselves feel better. Secret number 2. Bullying and being made fun of can cost someone their life. Over 2 million adolescents attempt suicide every year, many as a result of being bullied. Is calling someone fat or ugly or retarded really worth having to spend the rest of your life knowing that your words cause them to commit suicide? This is real, guys. We're talking about losing more kids to suicide every year than you have in your entire school. And this is 100% preventable. Choose your words wisely and help your friends do the same. Letting a friend pick on someone else without stopping it is almost as bad as doing it yourself. Secret number 3. The best weapon that you have against bullying is not reacting. Ignore the bully as best you can. And tell an adult, your parents, your teachers, anybody. You don't see a lot of people making fun of trees or brick walls. Why? Because that would be weird, for 1. And for 2, they aren't getting anything out of it. If you see somebody getting picked on, don't laugh. It only makes things worse. Secret number 4. You don't have to believe the things that people say about you. This is a hard thing to do. I know. The only person who really knows you and your story is you. Don't give people who don't care about you the power to define who you believe that you are. People who make fun of people rarely ever take the time to get to know who they are. How would you feel if you found out that the person that you were picking on every single day was going home to a parent that was abusing them, or a neighbor who was molesting them? Unfortunately, these things happen more than you know, so try to be kind to everyone. We're all fighting our own battles. Secret number 5. Everyone matures at different rates. Some kids in 8th grade will have a full beard and they look like they're ready for the NFL draft. Others won't. Some girls will be skinny as a rail because they haven't hit puberty yet. Others won't. That's okay. The truth is that you're all awesome, no matter what you look like. I can promise you this, your overall coolness in life will never be determined by the way that your body looks in the 5th and 6th grade. Secret number 6. The best way to become popular and avoid being the target of bullying is to be nice to everyone. You don't have to be the smartest or the best looking or the funniest. The best kind of cool always comes from the nicest kind of people. The only thing worse than being called fat or ugly is being the kid who feels so insecure and bad about themselves that they go around picking on other people, particularly kids with disabilities. Secret number 7. I mention bullying people with disabilities because I have a brother with Down syndrome. No one in my life was picked on more than him. He is by far the kindest, most loyal, and sweetest person I've ever known. But people are often afraid of kids like my brother because he looks and talks differently, and the way he acts and the things he liked to play with were often different than the other kids his age. Bullies pick on kids with disabilities because they're different, and that makes them an easy target. Many of these kids can't stand up for themselves, and they're far less likely to tell a teacher if they're being bullied. And because they are so different, other kids in the class usually aren't offended when they see someone like him being picked on. What you need to know before picking on someone like my brother is that he's doing the best he can. He didn't choose his disability, he was born this way. It took him a little bit longer to learn to talk and walk and read and write and pretty much do all the things that the other kids his age could do naturally. You wouldn't pick on a baby because they can't read or write. It isn't their time yet. So why would you pick on a child like Ben? I personally chose to take a different route. I introduced everyone to my brother. I wanted to show the world how amazing he was and that they didn't have to be afraid of him or look down on him. They just needed to spend a few minutes getting to know him. I was Ben's prom date. It didn't matter to me what other people thought. He was more worth my time than any of the other guys in my class. I also played on the Special Olympics basketball team with him and his friends because they deserve loving and caring friends just like you and I. If you or anyone you know is making fun of a child with a disability, stop. Seriously, stop. Ben was never able to know why anyone was laughing at him, and sadly, he didn't have the words to stand up for himself. So, in order for you guys to understand why you shouldn't be picking on kids, especially those with disabilities, I've come up with a major challenge for you. Your teachers will be breaking you up into 3 groups, which will alternate challenges to give you the opportunity to live with a disability, even if it's just for a few minutes. Group 1, pay attention. This group will be given headphones. You will be listening to soft music as a classmate reads you a paragraph. Meanwhile, another classmate is going to be trying to distract you. You're going to have to answer questions about the paragraph that you're supposed to be focusing on. Many kids have trouble with attention and focus, and this challenge will simulate what it's like to live inside their brain. Group 2, Pictionary this. This group will be given pairs of glasses like these, only they're going to be covered in Vaseline. And okay. Wow. This is gonna be really hard. You'll then have to play a couple of games of Pictionary wearing these. They probably just need to do a lighter layer. Group 3, left, right, left. The final group will have to write their name and a paragraph that's being read aloud to you by a group leader. The catch is that you have to use your left hand, or your right hand if you're left-handed. I expect perfect penmanship. Just kidding. Let's see how coordinated you really are. You'll quickly see how hard these challenges are, and you only have to do them for a couple of minutes. Imagine, truly imagine, if this was how you had to live every minute of every single day of your life. And I have one final challenge. Each class or grade is going to have to create their own PSA about bullying. The script can include a single story about what bullying looks like, how it affects people, maybe a collection of experiences that you or classmates have had with bullying, or a simple statement about why bullying is wrong and what we can do to change things. My production team and I will select the best script from the contest submissions. The winning class or grade will then have their script made into a YouTube short film, and each student will be listed in the credits as a writer. And for all the classes that submit a script for the contest, I will personally arrange a pizza party for your class. This is your chance to have your voice heard. Make the most of it. Good luck, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. So much love to you all, and thanks for all your help.